The problem with speakers in the sub $1,000 category is you don't get true clarity. With these, I'm getting clarity on the level of $10,000 Sonus Fabers, but for 1/10 of the price. The way these sound may not be your cup of tea, but for the price, they're giving you crazy performance and absurd value. And I think it's the best speaker you can get for under $1,000. No subwoofer either. Wow! These are the new Emotiva XT1 tower speakers. I talked about them a little bit in a previous video when we discovered a little bit more about the Fozzy Audio V3 monos, which I had playing on these speakers, and I was blown away. Well, I have switched out the amplifiers, something these Emotiva XT1s know a little bit better. A relative of sorts. These are hooked up to the basics A1 mono blocks. The XT1s already sounded awesome on the V3, these little tiny mono amps, which are about $150 a piece. If you want to, you can back them on Kickstarter, which incidentally, they wanted to raise like $6,000, and the last time I checked, they raised over $200,000 in a day. A1 mono blocks come in at $499, but usually Emotiva is running a deal. If you buy more than one thing, you get like 10 or 15% off, and they have a military discount and first responders. 200 watts RMS into 8 ohms. So a lot more power. 200 watts full range is bananas. XT1s are coming in at $999, rated at 89 dB for efficiency, which is pretty good. A lot of this stuff, a lot of these specs don't really matter when it comes to how a speaker sounds. You gotta really listen to them, or you gotta watch a reviewer that you trust who listens to them. Each one of these speakers has 3 woofers, 1 mid-range driver, which is a 4.5 inch, and then 1 AMT tweeter. I like AMT tweeters. I love Emotiva speakers. You get a level of clarity that you just don't get from other speakers. Not everybody loves that sound though. Personally, I do. I'd like to hear extra music. Some people think AMT tweeters, when not implemented properly, can be a little bit intense. The great thing about Emotiva is you get all of that clarity, but I don't really feel like it's super forward in the mid-range. Center image is pretty spectacular. I have a fireplace right behind these speakers, and the center image, which is basically the vocalist or whatever's in the middle when you're listening, seems like it's behind the fireplace. And it's higher than my mantle. Soundstage and imaging is going to heavily depend upon your room because you have a bunch of reflections going around and stuff like that. But I'm really impressed, and the cool thing about these speakers is they're not super picky about where you put them. I get such a kick out of this song. I used it as my sad music when I broke up with the Kef LS50s. That scared the crap out of me. I can't wait to watch this back during the edit. That scared the living heck out of me. I thought I was playing this song, which is still pretty loud. This song's not recorded very well. The interesting thing about these speakers is they're putting out so much energy. I'm starting to get some resonance, not from the speakers, but I have a metal fireplace grill over there that covers my fireplace. And usually the speakers that I have in here just aren't putting out enough energy or SPL to really kind of start to vibrate things around it. When I listen at below 80 dB, I don't hear any of that, but as soon as things get up to 85 plus into the low 90s, I start to hear some stuff resonating around the room. So if you want the utmost in sound quality at the highest SPL, don't have a fireplace grate right next to your speakers, or pretty bottles that have fake flowers in them. Pro tip. The bass is so punchy. And what I love about it is we're hitting 75 dB, which is about as loud as I like to listen. And a lot of speakers, their bass doesn't really wake up and start to hit hard until you get 80, 85 dB. These things are really oomphy, even at reasonable volumes. Been having a lot of fun doing the reviews or the videos somewhat real time, while you can at least kind of listen to the tracks. If you like that, put it in the comments. I mean, who wants to hear me just drone on about the 30-second mark of Uninvited by Alanis Morissette? Bass, punchy, awesome, I like it. I guess we'll listen to some jazz to see just how articulate it is. Having too much fun. I want to hear a stringed bass. Maybe I should search for that instead. Oh, there we go. I don't know what to say. I mean, string bass sounds like string bass. Sounds good. I don't know. Some people may think these are a little bit oomphy, too oomphy on the bottom. I'd rather have more oomph than not enough, though. This track is really cool. It's called The Adjuster by American Legion. I think I'm having some fireplace issues here because there's just so much sound coming out of these. When I get right up on these speakers, I'm having a lot of room interaction with these speakers. Maybe a little bit of cabinet resonance going on with them. I said maybe too, so I don't want people saying there's cabinet resonance going on with these. I'm hearing similar things out of these speakers though that I did in Axpona. So I think this is my room, not the speakers. Just a little bit extra on the lower part of acoustic guitars. This sounds awesome. Oh. This is High Rises by Flynn, F-L-Y-N-N. Things are being placed in space. Let me turn this around. Wow, no problem keeping it together at all on this track. Wow. Clean, punchy, Yummy. By the way, using the Cambridge Evo 150 DeLorean edition as my preamp, and I'm doing Tidal Connect straight into it. And I'm using AirPlay, but I was using Tidal Connect to listen to regular music. This is license-free, royalty-free music. Whoa! Okay, here we go. Just kind of occurred to me that usually at levels this high on a speaker that has this much detail or perceived detail, I would be getting terrible listening fatigue already. And I'm not, and I'm pushing 90 dB. These are so good. If you got $1,000 and you're looking for a tower speaker and you like clarity and punch, I don't think you're gonna get better than this speaker. I don't know what else to say. These are spectacular. Probably the best speakers you can get under $1,000 in my opinion. If you want to check out another video about the little brother, the XB2s, I will link it right here. Thank you so much for watching.